ONYN, like I'm a OGBYN.
What's the OGB? What that stand for?
I was an OG that been a young nigga.
That was tough.
Yeah.
I'm for sure a OG that used to be a YN. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Ant Money Experience, the baddest motherfucking podcast in the world. I am yours truly, the host of the baddest motherfucking podcast in the world, Sir King Ant Money. Thank y'all for joining me once again on the unofficial start of the weekend. If you are here right now, I hope that you have a great and safe weekend. And I am on day 36 of the government shutdown. Yeah. I don't see how people go to jail because I wouldn't be able to do this for a stretch of years. But with that being said, if you are watching, you are also watching on the baddest motherfucking network in the world, the big exclusive network. If you got a podcast idea, your podcast needs a home, come on over to the winning team, man. But also, we working through our transgressions, and the next 2-3 weeks, we gonna start straight dropping shit on your ass. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the network. So also, you're not gonna need no reminders. You just gonna get the notification. Boom, we live, baby. But also, if you would like to be a co-host on the Ant Money Experience, if you would like your business or initiative spotlighted, make sure you DM me, inbox me, ladies. You know how to get to the front. I was doing a little working earlier today. So remember when I was telling y'all about them X-Files? Me bringing exes up here to talk about why our relationship didn't work? Oh, I got a confirmation earlier for one of mine. So you definitely want to make sure you're going to be tuned in to see that shenanigans. But before we go any further, a message from our sponsors. Yo, good brother, like my good brother Ron did in the comments, make sure you comment so I can give you a shout out. I like to shout out all my folks that's watching, but the only way I know you're watching is if you comment, because I can see the numbers go up, but I don't know who that is. Y'all got to tell me. But before we go any further, shout out to my unofficial co-host Joy over there. Like, dog, nobody want to see you wash up. And just like a kid, she don't give a damn what I'm talking about. But bring my co-host up for this evening. What's up, gang?
Gang shit, whole lot of bang shit.
You already know. As everybody know, Scooty is in the house. What up, JoJo?
Like I said, I'm like.
But with that being said, let's jump into that. If it bleeds, it leads. Now, before we go any further, JoJo, you going to enjoy this one. I'd like to send a speedy recovery to my homie Zaira that let them doctors play on her butt this week. But producer, my first topic, please.
Like an ego, yeah, it ain't no sequel to this shit, we better than the supernatural, we can jump going down, hit it up. But see how they running everything on the cool. But you know we act a fool in this fucker. What? Niggas holler how you do that, yeah. Nigga, we don't care.
Rest in peace to Young Bleed, No Limit artist. It is crazy because Who Dat is one of my favorite No Limit songs. And he was just on the Versus 2 weeks ago and fell down with the underwent an illness, contracted illness. I'm not quite sure how to word that, but got sick and unfortunately passed away earlier this week. Rest in peace. You can definitely be here one day and not the next. So make sure you are checking on your folks.
Yeah.
With,
I,
with that
I
being said, what you say?
I was gonna say I saw that his son had said that he died from brain aneurysm.
Damn.
Yeah, he died from brain aneurysm. 51 years old. It sounds like he was like healthy. Besides that, he had a high blood pressure. He had medication for it, but he died from brain aneurysm. And they also have a GoFundMe for him, which I think is. I mean, I guess not crazy, but you get famous, you got no money. It's crazy. There's no plan. There's no plan
Yeah, I
to
was
handle that.
just actually looking at article. There's a documentary coming out about Sebastian Telfair. He was a rookie sensation. Um, well, he was a sensation in high school and I believe college, and he came into the NBA over the course of his career, got 30 million, and he's homeless right now. And I'm just like, yo, that is
Damn.
crazy to come across 31 million and like nobody told you anything that could help you with that. So I mean, make sure that your finances are in order because the tables can always turn. With that being
Very
said,
quickly.
producer, this might be my favorite clip of the week. Producer, my next topic, please.
So fucking irked. Bitch, everybody on this fucking baseball team about to get cut the fuck out. How the fuck y'all get a fucking softball through my window? Excuse me? Excuse me? Y'all was playing softball? Yeah. How the fuck a softball go through my fucking windshield? Someone hit a ball. Why the fuck are y'all doing that shit? You trying to be fucking funny? I should smack the shit out you.
You can talk to the league commissioners. They've got insurance and
What
whatnot
the
to
fuck?
cover it. It wasn't on purpose, but they can go help deal with
So
it.
y'all like
So who's reliable for this?
The league that runs it has insurance.
Now, after watching that clip, who do you feel was reliable for that situation?
You said who was reliable for that situation? Listen, let me
That
tell you
was my
something.
favorite part of the video. When the
Because man, what
girl
are you
said,
talking about?
who is reliable? I hate when people try to use words and don't know what they're talking about
No idea what you're
because
talking about.
who is reliable is crazy.
It's
But
crazy.
what was your thoughts when you saw that video?
One, I got immediately irritated because you're yelling at somebody that's out here playing in the field that you park next to. You're yelling at this person, you gotta play softball. Obviously, they have like uniforms. They're obviously playing softball. But you ain't got insurance? Why are you so like? I get okay, it's a question or whatever. You don't have insurance in your car though, because that's an easy fix. That's not a life in this. Like, what are you talking about? Nobody did this on purpose. Nobody went to throw this fucking baseball through your Honda Accord for you to be over here. I just like shit out of you for what? Because you parked in the wrong spot. Like, what are we talking about right now? People are dying,
Now,
Kim.
what I will say is that I hate the fact that I've had my windshield shattered by a rock on the expressway. And I was so fucking mad when I called the insurance company and it was like, oh, yeah, your claim, the amount for your windshield is just under the claim amount. So you got to pay for that out of pocket. When I tell you I wanted to sucker punch that truck well, no, actually, I think it was a Honda Civic, if I remember. But why would you park near a field that they playing ball anyway? I would definitely go a couple blocks before I park right there and put myself. You might got a little King Griffey Jr., little Mark McGuire out there that's going to rock some shit over the gate. And then the man has a pitching mitt on. So you know it wasn't him that hit the ball. And his mannerisms was just funny. He was like, I mean, if you go to
All
the
right.
commission, he was just like, if you go right over there. Because
The
apparently
commissioner has insurance.
it's happened before, so you're not going to pay out of pocket for this. But nobody walked up to your car and said, "Boop." It's like parking under the tree, then not understanding why birds shit on your car. Real shit.
Literally.
Like when it's raining,
Oh, my
I
belly.
don't park under trees because there's a possibility that a tree branch could fall and crack my shit. Like I remember I seen somebody have their car get scratched by a tree, and it was just like, damn, that was salty because I mean, the way that tree is leaning, I didn't even see this happening. But
Right.
surely, for you walking up to that man and being so aggressive, and for the other shorty that said who's reliable, man, producer, drop it.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
Now, producer, to my next topic, please. After 20 years, the Wave God Max B will be free. I mean, I honestly thought that this man would never be free. G's Up with Jim Jones featuring Max B is one of my favorite songs. Max B actually is the prototype to the way Drake does this singing melodic thing along with Future, maybe Lil Wayne. That may be a stretch, but free the guy. I don't like to see people behind jail bars unless you committed essays. You can stay in there for life. But free the Wave guy. Glad he's coming home. Hope he comes home and drops some bangers. Because even in jail, he has dropped some nice joints. But free the Wave guy.
So
With
I don't
that,
know him, but was he not in jail for like murder, like felony murder and shit? Like I, because I obviously I had to look him up a little bit, and like he's in, like he was found guilty on like 9 of the 11 charges. He got on like a technicality situation.
so from what I recall, because I'm a little foggy, because this shit was definitely 20 years ago, but
Okay,
his lawyer was shit. So there was
right.
like a lot of stuff that they were saying that his lawyer wasn't objecting, he wasn't fighting the evidence, and because of him not doing it, it led it to sway a jury really easily. From what I understand of it, because I didn't really follow too closely with this, but
Okay,
I just knew that there was a lot more people saying that he was innocent than people saying like, "Oh, keep him in jail."
okay,
It wasn't like
right.
an
Okay.
OJ. It wasn't like an OJ where we know he did it.
OJ was innocent. The gloves did not fit. You must have quit. Please, let's all relax. All right,
I
let's all calm down here,
mean,
guys.
Johnny Cochran, rest in peace. But with that being said, to the clip that probably pissed me off the most I've been in a little while. Producer, play my next clip, please. Shout out to my guy, Mac. Thank you for coming through and watching this evening. Now, what were your thoughts when you saw that video?
Um, definitely looks like slave owner. Like definitely looks like some slavery stuff. But from my understanding, with the like with like fashion like that, that's not super uncommon with situations like that. Whether take it how you would like to take it, but that's not like a like a oh, I can't believe this is so appalling and outrageous. And like I think they call him like the Dark Lord of Fashion or some shit. And then she's been like a witch. Like they've been
She's
like
a
saying she's
witch.
like this is the whole thing. Like I don't know. I don't know. Y'all signed up for this for whatever reason. I don't know what y'all trying to get out of it. I don't know what y'all trying to get into. What I do know is that it's not a good look for nobody else walking up in that. Or not walking. Nobody who's actually working in that event. Um,
I
for
don't like
the
the
public opinion.
Right. I don't like derogatory stuff of any means. I've always like Rick Owens has been a strange individual, but his wife is satanic for
Satanic.
sure.
Yes.
His
Yes.
wife is a strange individual. She looks like everything they say she is. And I mean, I listen, the ladies
Yeah.
stay away from me because my God is a mighty God. But for them
Listen.
people that were like getting into that role, like first of all, it was no way that you was going to be able to present that to me, and I'm just like, all right, cool, got it. So you slave, got it. Just
Yeah. 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 So the
it's,
change, right?
it's,
Just
it's
put just like this, right? Okay.
listen. I remember when after the pandemic, I had a job that was presented to me one way, And then I went and read that description because I asked for an astronomical figure, and the guy was like, "We'll make that happen." I was like, "He said that a little too fast. Let me go back and read this." I was
Because
like, I said, "Yo, I sound like a glorified secretary." The guy was like, "Well, not exactly. Listen, my pride won't let me be able to go home and be nobody's secretary."
I
Well,
mean,
what I'm
if
gonna
you
tell
make
my
then
parents.
if you make from to my parents, it's insane. What you do all day? Sit behind the desk, answer a phone. How much you get paid? 120. Like, what are we talking? Like, what? Hello?
But to Rick Owen and his crazy ass looking wife.
Not too much. Not too much. Not too much. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna leave that
Let's
alone.
not.
Listen.
Let hold on
but
now.
with that being said, producer my next topic, please. Shout out to this. A new
Hmm.
Snowfall spinoff revolves around Leon and Wanda in the 1990s LA, just as West Coast hip hop is about to go mainstream. Now, Scooty, do you have a favorite Snowfall moment?
No.
I'm going to tell you, Snowfall is, in my opinion, a top 10. I don't know about five, but definitely a top 10 black drama series. One of my favorite is when his Leon was the kind of the muscle for Franklin, and they had an incident where Leon didn't like the way an individual had talked to him, and they had beef. And then he, through the nature of the street life business, became affiliated with them. So Leon was like, "I'm a shooter." Franklin was like, "You're not going to shoot him. I don't care." And Franklin went off. He said, "I built this brick by brick, and I'm not going to let you destroy it because you don't like the way a motherfucker talk to you." And it was awkward because Leon had to respect the boss. And then they were sitting there, and Franklin, at the 3 seconds of awkwardness, said, "Now drive, motherfucker."
We still got business. We have to go. We don't have time for this. Wait.
One of
Okay.
my
So I've seen clips for it. Or like I've seen like in and out, or I've never actually like saw it. Is this the one where niggas over here, niggas dropping bodies, bodies, bodies? Him? Is that
yes,
it? That's my
yes.
favorite. That's my favorite part of the show. That's my favorite. There we go.
Oh, that was a crazy episode because when that happened, he was actually high on LSD.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But shout out to that. If it's going to have the same writers, I'm good with that because I would say the last season of Snowfall probably was the one that I liked the least because it was one of those things where you got to bring the show to a close. So they did it proper where it gave enough of leeway that you could see a spinoff coming about, but also they did it in a way where they closed out a lot of chapters. But good, John, can't wait, and shout out to that. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. But before we get into my next topic, y'all know I like to do my sports recap. The Sixers are now at 5-3. Let's get it together.
My
Trade and
parlay.
B. Also, y'all know it's also always each and every week. Fuck them Eagles. Shout out to the Patriots. We are in first place in our division. I believe we are in second place for the conference. Let's fucking go. LFG. But with that being said, producing my next topic. Now, Jake Paul speaks out because him mad as hell that Javante Davis canceled a mid lawsuit. Now, take that down. Something in my mental space let me know that it was going to be some kind of way that this fight was not going to happen. I felt that it was too much of a chance because there's a lot of money back in Javante at this time.
Mhm.
It was a lot of, I knew it was going to be some kind of way that this was not going to happen. Nobody was going to chance him getting a fluke injury over something that didn't count. And I mean, it was going to be a major payday for Javante, but Nah, now the Saudi part is apparently money has already been paid on the front end. So now this could be a situation where they don't want the fight to take place right now because he does, I believe, have a lawsuit in place. Well, it said that he has a lawsuit now. I don't want my accuser to be able to get a piece of my big payday, so I'm gonna find a way to back out of that, and you can holler at me later, bro.
I know. I
But
know right off of that.
Tell you.
also, I am not a fan of Jake Paul. Devontae really a woman beater. Yeah, from what I understand, and that is crazy because I mean your hands have knocked men out that are professionally trained in this sport. Why the fuck is you hitting women? Now, not justifying that like Javante as a boxer, but that's some lame shit. He's been having a pretty lame ass year in my opinion. But Jake Paul, I don't like him. I don't like what he's doing to the sport of boxing. I mean, fuck you, buddy. But y'all
And I
know,
agree. But also,
y'all,
Mike Tyson was also out here being bitches ass. So I don't know. You
I
know,
mean,
Robin Givens was out here again.
you know, the
Woo!
only difference that I could say about Mike Tyson, at least he was high when he was doing this shit.
At
Javante
least he was
is
high.
doing,
It's crazy.
I mean, not like it's any better, but at least he wasn't in his complete right state of
He
mind.
doing it sober. Like, you gotta bring bitches up sober? What?
Put your hands on this woman sober? Yo, what's wrong with you? But well, I won't say that.
I mean,
Cause
you're hearing that.
Lord
Might
knows.
as well. You're hearing that. I don't
I
know.
mean, women, y'all could take them. Y'all could take a person there sometimes. I'm not gonna hold you. I saw this video, and this lady said that she came into the office on Halloween, and a guy said, "Hey," she said, "I didn't dress up." So she said a coworker walked up to me and said, "Hey, what are you supposed to be?" Black woman, mind you. He said, "Are you dressed up as a single mom?" I said,
The way
"So,
I would have crawled to HR in
oh
tears.
no." Oh
Bro.
no, her rebuttal was way better than that. So she picked up this fur coat and put it on. She said, "Hey Mike, you know, I know you're going through a divorce right now, and your wife is about to ring you through it. You see this fur coat?" He was like, "Yes." She said, "Isn't the lawyer such and such, such and such?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah, we're dating, and this is the fur coat he bought me with the money that you're paying him to facilitate your divorce." I said, and I said in the comments, this is why I don't play these games with black women, because black women have an innate ability to hit like that smallest pressure point that's just going to push you that close to a heart attack. And when I commented on the post, I didn't know that the lady that was actually saying this had posted it. So when I left my comment, I was like, and this is exactly why I don't play those games with black women. And the author of this post said, "You know what? And you're a very smart man."
And you shouldn't. There we go. Like, I don't. What?
Now, with that being said, y'all know how I like to close out If It Bleeds, It Leads every week. Producer, play my funny video of the week.
Look at him. I'm gonna shoot his ass. He fucking around today.
I remember you. You're the security guard of the building, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I've been having problems with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, man? I want to apologize to you, man.
Okay.
I hadn't had my medicine, man. I'm on psychotropic medicine, man. You know I'm schizophrenia, you know.
Right.
I hear voices, I see things they say this is not really there. And I just want to apologize to you because I was wrong. Hey, you know, I've been working all day. I've been working for 12 hours all day. Can you just shake my hand?
Of course, that's all I've been wanting was an apology from you. That's
you,
it.
sir.
That's all. I'm just trying to do my job, sir.
But you know what, sir? I was thinking about something.
Oh, motherfucker, this nigga crazy. Do it. Come on. Hey, you going to fucking jail, man. Yo what? Hey, get the fuck off my property.
Fuck.
Gone.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I hate your ass. You the Uber driver took my motherfucking money. Bitch, I got money now. I got motherfucking money now. You know what? You thought I was gonna forgive you? I'm a schizophrenia, motherfucker. killed the front there. Hey, you know what? I got my knife in my pocket.
And you better not bring that knife over here. Your ass gonna die tonight. Come on.
You got a gun?
Come on, motherfucker. Come find out.
You got a gun?
Come find out.
I don't think you got a gun. He's a rinky-dink motherfucking cop. You ain't even got a badge. Hey, you know what? Hey, big bro, I told you I take medication.
Calm down, man.
I don't know what be wrong with me. I just lost everything.
Oh!
Now, when I tell you that is one of my favorite clips ever, that video is so hilarious. Like, I would really like to see the incidents that led up to this particular video, because when I tell you the way he spent and kicked that man, I'm sorry. You
Let me say
know,
something.
I got schizophrenia. I first of all, he didn't say I have. He said I'll be on schizophrenia.
I'm about to medicine. Hey, sir. Hey, why are you letting this crackhead get so close to you? No, you can't
He
actually.
said,
Well, I don't know. No, you
he
cannot.
said, I got something for you. He said, wait, you got a gun?
Let me.
You got a gun.
You gotta go. All right. He's got. Hey, look, because I need to make sure before I. Yeah, sir. And then he came back and hit him again. Hey, let me tell you something, dog. And you can't see no crackhead. You would never win a fight with a crackhead. I don't care about that. They don't get tired.
Well, I actually
Let's not bring up. Like, hey, don't implicate yourself, dog. Let's all calm down. Let's all
let's just
relax.
say undefeated. And you know what? It was unfair to that particular crackhead, but you know, now that we're talking about it, we can talk about it because police have already investigated. Ron is undefeated with crackheads too. But while we got the good brother up here, we're gonna go a little out of we're gonna go a little out of order today, producer. Let's jump into that spotlight. Yo, that was really funny.
Yo, I made a Jet 2 Holiday video out of that joint. I gotta send it to you.
Oh, send it to me too.
That is sick. But shout out to my guy, Ryan, my good brother. Definitely wanted to bring you up here. Dog, your clips been doing numbers. Me and Ryan sat down for his podcast, A Safe Space for Men, about 2 weeks ago now. And me and Ryan had like a lot of great conversations. I mean, I sat there and I want to say I've watched it through about twice. And that's with me sitting down, stopping, and then going back and stop. I might have, in general, probably gave it a good like four sit downs and watching it. But great episode, Ryan. Definitely always glad to see Ryan drop episodes because Ryan has one of my favorite, and I think one of the best, most original podcast on the
Appreciate you.
net in general. But Ryan, if you had to describe your last episode, how would you tell the good people it was?
I feel like we was just talking about like a lot of like everyday shit, like dating, why, me, like why I don't want to be a stepdad, you know what I'm saying? Like really going into like things that like niggas really talk about but don't talk about, you know what I'm saying? So that's normally what it
For
always
sure.
is. We always talking about like real shit that we going through. Like
Yeah.
the next song I got coming is probably somebody gonna probably say I chose violence, but it's really not that. It's just I'm real like
Those are
I'm
my
real upfront and
favorite.
genuine.
I mean, I mean, from what transpired that day, I can only imagine the violence
Like
that will happen on
it,
the next
Right. Like you
episode.
just
oh yeah,
they gonna say I chose violence. Because you are,
it's
Ryan.
in
Because you
relation.
are.
It's in relation to what happened. Remember we was talking?
Oh,
I gotta see some screenshots, but yeah, I think the title gonna be called. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I think that's what I got. But it's really
It's
yeah.
violent. It's violence. It's violence. And
now,
I don't know why you're like this.
oh, the fucking pot calling the kettle.
Said the
She
pot
told me
calling the
yesterday
kettle
it
a
was
nigga.
okay to put hands on men. I was like,
So the one thing that was actually really crazy about the episode is I was having a conversation the day before and the day of about some of the topics with a young lady, and then me and my bro Corey was having a conversation literally earlier that day and right before I got the Ron crib. And it was about a good 4 topics. I was like, you know how they said, well, not how they said because we see it for ourselves. The way the social media apps be listening in and taking stuff and just like bringing it across to your attention. I was like, I mean, I even said it on a podcast at one point. Hey, yo, Ryan, you got my shit tech?
Always been a double agent.
I believe it. But Ryan, let the good people know your socials and where they can catch your podcast.
Phil Brooks, PHIL. What's up? Double underscore. Yeah. PHIL double underscore Brooks, BROOKS. Don't ask why the name is different than my name on your business. And then you can get my podcast anywhere. It's literally, I got it on like, now it's up to like 21 different platforms, like 12 different countries. We getting busy, man. Like
Oh
it's,
shit.
yeah, and
Listen.
it's a
Let's
self-produced
go.
podcast. Yeah, I run everything, I do everything solo. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming because it's Men's Mental Health Month. That's what I focus on. So yeah, I got a lot of good shit coming.
Okay. Appreciate you coming through for the spotlight segment, good brother. Have a good one, and I'll hit you up later.
All right, y'all, peace.
All right. Shout out to Mondell, my good OG. Turn the mic permission off your apps. You know, never actually thought of it. I think my favorite was I was talking to somebody about places they could go in the area about looking for furniture. And then all of a sudden, for like the next 3 weeks, furniture companies in the area where said person was like I was getting advertisements from there, and I'm like, yo, I don't even like going around there. Why do you think I want to go around there to look for some furniture? But with that being said, producer, let's jump into that lounge talk. Now, I have 2 very interesting topics. The first one is a wine cooler, but I think I low key just got 2 really lounge talk based topics that I really can't wait to have discussion about. Now, producer, play my first video, please.
Scientists have proved that the ideal age to stop clubbing is, I feel like we need a drum roll. What is the ideal age to stop clubbing? And this is also part of a new social behavior study out of Berlin that found that nightlife has long-term mental health benefits for people who stay active in nightlife communities as they age. So the ideal age to stop clubbing is 69. You got time. We all got time.
Now,
69.
yeah, I thought that was a little kinky myself. Now, as far as the club scene, what do you think is the age that a person should no longer be hitting the club up?
I think it all depends on like location, what you're doing in the club scene, what your responsibilities are in real life, your balance. I find it hard to believe that 69, like that might just be like an overall average or something like that. But I find that hard to believe that that's like a healthy, beneficial age to be doing it at that point. I'm 32. I'm already on the downward side. I'm a lounge, some hookah or something. So like someplace kind of a club. You want me to be outside in a club with these people who don't? First, nigga, there's a common sense. There's a common sense to these people. They don't know money. They don't have any actual club etiquette. It just seems like a lot. 69. Are you drinking? You doing drugs? Are you like actually at the club? Are you at a lounge? Like what are the factors here for this? I don't even know what age. I just don't see 69 being an age. Because what is your old ass doing in this club? And what benefits are you getting from it?
Now, I want to know because this is a topic I also would like feedback on. So, producer, I want to ask the good people, what y'all got to say about that? Now, Joy, we gonna rumble because I see you've been on my bread. You been going around cripping,
Oh
but
no, she king crab, please.
but now I think the word clubbing is kind of loosely used. I want to say the question should have been more so going outside, period, because I don't think there's a problem with clubbing at any age as long as you're at age specific places. So I can say the past 2 or 3 years, I began to enjoy pool parties in the summertime. But the pool party, I remember out of all the pool parties I've gone to, there was one that we show up and it says happy 25th birthday. And I'm like, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna sit in this corner. And the young lady whose birthday party it was, I remember I was so glad when her aunties, her pop, and her uncle showed up because, I mean, although they were older than me, because of the age difference, they're only like 10 years older than me, but I feel a lot better sitting over here chilling and taking shots with them than intermingling with these 21 to 25-year-olds. I was just kind of like, ugh, this not for me. But I don't think going outside is fine, but if you're in the club every week, that's like a single person's game. You know, the thing that is the reason why I said outside and not just clubbing, because outside encompasses a lot more. I think that if you're going to these places, a lot of the places I go to are not really like bars. They call them bars, they call them lounges, but they're really just like mini clubs. The activity that's going on, the interactions and stuff is more like a club than a bar. When I think of a bar, I think of going in, it's some music, it's some chairs. But a lot of these places got DJs and stuff like that. I don't think you associate a DJ with just a bar. Once you bring a DJ into the mix, that's more like a club. Now, I don't think is a problem at any age. Now, I could say in Philly, for instance, if you're younger, I don't know where the hell you go. But if you're middle age, just like the age bracket that I am now, I think that places like Charlie B's is a ratchet hole in the wall, but I do enjoy a good hole in the wall atmosphere. But places like Cooper's, those are places that are still age appropriate. Cooper's is a slippery slope because it could be really young or old. But you got places like Chew and Lou and Chew, Little Lou and Chew, I guess.
Blue
Yeah,
Chew, what?
I'm not quite middle aged, but I am like knocking on the door. But also in Philly, you got like straight up old people spots like Roy's or like Sid Booker's that are straight up old head spots. DJs definitely be at the bars on the weekends. Yeah, so I don't think if you're not going to Noto, but you're going to, let's say, Chillin' Cheers, where we know Chillin' Cheers has a DJ about a good 4 days out the week. No, that's not really just like a bar. That's really like a club. But I think that it depends on, well, I don't think it depends. I don't see a problem with it at any age. Um I don't see a problem with it at any age. I don't feel like you should have to stop. I just think the atmosphere should change as you progress in age.
I agree with all that, and also the behaviors that come along with it. Like you shouldn't be 30 something years old in the club with your shirt off on the couch. You shouldn't be in the
For
club
sure.
like certain things. You need to be like you need to be advancing as well as the appropriate places, doing the appropriate things. There's no
For
reason for you
sure.
to be, like I said, 30 plus or whatever. You in here, you still your clothes still don't fit. You still like in these little ass fucking outfits or whatever that are two sizes too small for you. They don't look good. You haven't actually learned your style at this point. You're just following the next trend. Certain things, like
For sure.
mature with your partying. I think that's
Yeah,
that's like the basis there with it.
I definitely agree. And Yeah, I don't have anything much more that I can say about that one. Now, with that being said, producer, let's get into my second lounge talk topic for this evening.
Hired this really big, I don't want to say motherfuckers' names, hired this really big streamer, right? The biggest streamer out there, right?
Oh shit.
So they hired this person to come to the award shows and do vaccine shit, right?
Yes, I saw it.
And this motherfucker was like, yo, like people was like, he was going up to people like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Wale.
Like,
You know who the hell
I don't know
Wale
who that is. And his excuse was, don't blame me because I'm young.
Right.
And that was so disrespectful to me because
Wale took it personal. You seen that?
I met him.
Wale wanted the African dance.
Look, I was backstage and I met I met dude one time backstage and he walked backstage and I was like, hey, what's up, man? He was like this. And he walked off, and he was with I like that dude, the blonde hair, the Drewski. He was with Drewski.
Yeah,
and Drewski looked at me and was like this. What's up, OG? How you doing, man? I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I love everything you do. Then he went to him and was like, man, you know OG, you funny as hell, you know. And he was like this. And just walked off and shit. And I was like this. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. If you don't know who I am, it's all good, right? But when you go on the record.
Now, what were your thoughts when you saw that video?
One, I love Mr. Cole. Mr. Cole. Love him. I think it's hilarious. I go see him whenever I can. I think that nigga's funny as shit. But I feel like that's definitely that's a huge issue with like the immigrant, non-American, where the fucking phrase or whatever it is for these entertainers, these black people, these non-American black people, and they don't really.
I had a couple places I was going to go. That was not one area that I was thinking about, but that does attribute to directly
because that's what it is. Because they don't think because like they don't respect Black American culture. They don't respect our OGs. They don't respect our icons and all this other stuff. That lady that played in Wicked, the black one, she was over here like, oh, like the ghetto or some weird ass comment she made. But then she was trying to do the TikTok dance to certain song. Like, hey man, you gotta pick do you fuck with it or do you not fuck with it? Like certain things like that, like, and him not knowing that, you know, we can I'd be looking, at this point, I'd be like analyzing things, shit. So I'll just be analyzing everything. So when I'm looking at it and he's saying these things, he's like, yeah, he just whatever. I'm like, that's the problem with these kids these days. I sound old saying that, but that's the issue. Y'all don't know who the icons are. You don't know how to give respect when it's due, and therefore the people after you aren't going to do that. And that's going to start breaking these like these generational bonds and generational messages.
I want to stop you right there because that's kind of where I wanted to pick up with the topic. Now, do you feel that there are people in the culture that should be just known?
Yes and no. I think a lot of people are universally known depending on where you grew up and how you grew up. But I don't expect everybody to know everybody because that just doesn't make sense. Black people are not just a monolith. We are not just one factor. We have people that's emo. We have people that's into rock. We have people that's into all these different things or whatever. So I don't expect everybody to know who Pops is or John Witherspoon. People don't know these things. Exactly. Kai is not from our culture. And so he doesn't respect the icons. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So this is the problem that I have with that statement because he's not from our culture, but at this point, he's such embedded in our culture that there are certain things that he should know. But what I will say is I don't necessarily have an issue with him not knowing who Deion Cole is. Now, me personally, I knew who Deion Cole was. Huh?
Isn't Wale? Isn't Kai isn't he John Nigerian?
Yes.
Is it Wale Nigerian?
I thought him not knowing Wale was absolutely insane because Wale has enough hits that I don't care how. Like I was sitting there last night and this guy was like, we was just playing around and somebody was like 6'7" and somebody else was like 1738. And a guy, he started talking about Trap Queen, and he was like, I was in middle school when Trap Queen came out. And I was like, dog, I was outside partying when Trap Queen came out. Like, I had just came back from Japan. I was like, that summer,
Because I was in Japan. Yeah.
I said, yo, Fetty Wap had that summer on a lock. But the same thing goes for Casanat. There's no way in hell you didn't hear Lotus Flower Bomb while you were in middle school. There's no way in hell you could tell me that. Now you might not know a lot of his music, but you should have known that. Now, I would say with Dion Cole specifically, I knew him because I was always really into comedy. Now, I discovered him on my own. I used to like to watch Showtime I think Martin had like a stand-up show that was similar to like Comic View. I believe he was on Comic View as well. But I was a fan of his type of comedy, so I knew who he was. Now, my question is, we're like for these people that, because like I said, I don't think Deion Cole is a person he should definitely just know in his age group. But how do we identify the people that should be known, and how should we go about making sure that the younger people know it? Like for instance, when there are people that niece gets older, like who, just throw somebody out there that may be fading out at this point, but is a fixture in the black entertainment realm that you like, no, you want to know who this is.
Me personally, I'm going for Make the Stallion, honestly.
Whoa. Okay. Now, how would you go about introducing her to Meg Thee Stallion?
Start with this college degree because you can be because being a baddie, being a hot girl, being all these things, that's obviously what all the kids want to be these days and shit. All this fucking I want to be a baddie, I want to be outside shit. Like that shit, that's where culture's going at this point. That's where it's been, sex is always sell, whatever bullshit. But let's be very clear that you can don't be a baddie and be stupid. Don't be dumb. She got a degree. She's out here doing XYZ, like if she's on her business, she gonna letting these niggas tie her down, little things like that. That's what I'm going with. You saw my niece, my niece, and shit like that, because that's how I can connect with her. Like, hey, look, you want to be cool? Yeah, right. Getting your shit together, because it's not cool living on the streets because you're homeless. Like, let's focus on what we need to be focusing on here, babe.
We don't call them homeless anymore. We call them unhoused.
The unhoused, cold and wet outside in a tent is where I don't want to be. I don't even like camping like that for real. I live in Portland. They are out here. It's scary. Don't do it.
Now, there were certain things that like I was just introduced to, and there was things that I just came across because I think that the way my parents worked and being younger, I spent a lot of time at grandma's house with my older cousins. I spent a lot of time at my aunt and my other grandmother's house, and I was getting exposed to different factors of the black community. So when I was with my uncle Timmy, rest in peace, that's like saying that a podcaster in 2057 should know who we are. And motherfuckers is gonna know who we are. And that's on game. But I remember when I could just say, like, for instance, going to my grandmother's house, I would be with my grandfather and I would be listening in on conversations that they would have, and I would hear them talk about politics from the era of, like, I'm gonna say, like, my grandfather was extremely pissed off with Ronald Reagan. So there's a lot of Reaganomics that those conversations exposed me to that I might not have had intricate knowledge of. When I was at my aunt's house, my uncle used to love watching old shows. So I watched Red Fox. I watched the Jeffersons and stuff like that over there. And when I was at my other grandmother's house, I would listen to older music with my older cousins, but those were things that they exposed me to. My parents, I would say my mother was an old school R&B person. So that's where I gained my knowledge of older R&B music or soul music. My dad, he was an old school rap guy. Yeah, that was Sanford and Son. You know what? I was thinking off the fly. I couldn't think of it in that moment. You know, the crazy thing is, I actually had a Red Fox shirt on yesterday. Ain't that something? But I think that my dad, he had us listening to like Kumo D, Rakim and stuff like that. And I didn't really think about it till I was with my parents recently in September, and my sister, we were just having open conversation, and my sister was like, yo, my dad used to really like sit us down and like make us listen to Rakim and Big Daddy Kane. We had to sit there and listen to like some of this stuff was just like, ugh. But as an adult, when I talk to older people, I can have those conversations. But I was just curious as to like, how do we as our generation teach our younger about it, which is also crazy to me because they absolutely don't have an excuse. Now, when I was in my early teen years to like early adulthood, I had to go out and physically look for these things. I don't think these younger people have an excuse for not knowing certain things because everything is in the palm of your hand. They had more access in the palm of their hand than we had going out to research shit.
That's true. And I was talking about that's funny. That's funny. You bring that up because I was talking about this to somebody the other day about how the reason that kids these days are so stupid and just like illiterate with like internet and all this other shit is because they never actually had to work for it. We used to have to go through a dictionary and like find the word and do all this other stuff. So we know how to research things. We know how to look for stuff. We know how to the prompt I need to know is who is Sanford and Son? How can I find who that is? Okay, who is Red Fox? And that's it. Like that's how we kind of go through it. They don't have that cognitive, like that ingenuity in there, like installed in them from a young age, like we did, because they just had everything handed to them. Because everything is at the palm of their hands. There's an overload of information that may or may not be real. And we have an overload of information like that, and you don't have the proper guidance to shift through that information and to figure out, oh, this is fake, this is real, this is okay, this is a reliable source. Because they don't do book reports like how we used to do or whatever. You know, you had to go on, you had to go do like the works site and all this other shit. They're not doing it like that anymore. Hell,
Yeah.
if you're not lucky, they gonna change GPT the shit.
Yeah.
Like they don't have that thought process. They're unfortunately they're stupid. That's what they're building with these schools and shit these days.
Yeah, you know, that is crazy because I remember the big thing when I was in college, pause, was they were telling us that we couldn't use Wikipedia. And they were like, if you use Wikipedia as a source, we're gonna fail you. So I discovered Wikipedia has all their references at the bottom of the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to use Wikipedia. I'm just going to cite the same thing Wikipedia did. And then I'm going to go to their source to find out more information. And you're absolutely right. These kids, like the things that Chat GPT gives them the access to, and them not, I'm not even going to say properly using it because
they're not properly using it. And they're showing the planet at a very high rate of speed.
It could be a lot better source than what they mostly use it for. I think that's a better way to say it. But I think we definitely handled both topics in an appropriate space of time where we didn't drag it and got straight to the point. I just want to first say thank you to the viewers for tuning in this evening. Also, I want to give a special just shout out to Scooty for coming through. And because I had been thinking about it and it just kept slipping my mind because I definitely had squirrel syndrome. And I was like, oh shit, let me ask her now. Can she do the podcast? And I'm like, damn, it's last minute. She could say no. So she responded with, let me check my schedule. And literally 2 seconds later said yes. So I definitely appreciate you for giving up the time to be here. I never take anybody's time for granted. Do you have one last word for the people?
I do. I do. I just want to throw it out there. Always, thank you so much for having me. I do enjoy being here. I really am glad that you like my mother's and my father's Halloween costumes. Those are nice. Thank you so much for that.
I really wanted to put it up here on the show, but I was like,
I thought you were going to. I was kind of hoping you did.
I was this close.
I was really happy you did. But AI is literally destroying the planet. It's destroying black neighborhoods. They are putting these big ass plants and shit like that into these black neighborhoods, polluting the water, polluting the air, all these other things. So for you niggas, for you motherfuckers out here using AI because you want to see a cat riding a horse, or you want to like for unnecessary ass bullshit, please reconsider that random ass prompt, and especially the ones that's out here using it. Oh, I got Chat GTP, because that's my homegirl. Stop giving these white people AAVE. Stop giving these white people our words and our dialect and our
For sure.
our codes. That's y'all's problem. That's y'all's issue. Have a nice night.
Talk to you later, sis. Love you.
Later. Love you, man.
All right. I just want to, as always, thank y'all for tuning in each and every Thursday. And we definitely got some heaters coming up. Like I told you, I've been networking behind the scenes. I got a good brother that's also jumped in and been a part of what y'all got to say about that. Talking to him, who's also a fellow podcaster, should be bringing him up for like a collaboration type of episode pretty soon. And like I told y'all, one of my exes agreed to come up here and do the X-Files segment that we're going to have. So the next couple weeks, honestly, the rest of the year, because Big Exclusive been behind the scenes cooking. Shout out to that. But as always, I appreciate y'all being here. Live every day like it's your last, but make sure you are prepared for tomorrow. God bless and good night.
Everybody at my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Nigga, quick, quick. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Huh?